What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Prize Picks college football player props video. This one going to be breaking down the college football national championship game between the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines, giving you guys three 6-pick flexes. Not one, not two, but three that I am playing myself that I already sent into my VIP, and I will be sharing with you guys on the channel for free here today. Looking to end the college football season with a big bang. Win everybody on the channel a bunch of money, win everybody over in the VIP a bunch of money. If you have not checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out, guys. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players, rushing yards, receiving yards, passing yards, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJKDFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. And if you are getting very serious, you like the content, you like what you're listening to, you're like, this guy knows what he's talking about, I want more content from him, I want all of his picks, the premium content, the KJKDFS VIP member package is going to be where it is at. That will be linked below in the description. I will also comment and pin it as the top comment for every video. So if you go to the comment section, if you go to the description of the video, you'll see the link for this package. It's going to give you access to my Discord, where you get access to every single one of my plays. As soon as I place them, I send them in over there. So I already did send in these three before even recording this. And I did see there was some bumps as I'm kind of preparing to drop this with you guys, and I think some went in our favor and some didn't, so there's a possibility I might be willing to lock in one more ticket live on the breakdown with you guys. No promises, but I do have three for you for sure. So let's get into it. We will talk about it. We're going to be talking about some positive correlation. We'll be breaking down the matchup, exactly why I like these plays, and let's do it, man. Let's do it. So the only reason the reason I promote six-man flexes, guys, the last thing I want to mention before we get into the breakdown, because it's very important to understand this, is if you are playing all six-man flexes on Prizepicks and you're able to hit your individual props at a 60% hit rate or higher, six-man flexes are really going to be your best return on investment. You're going to get a 66% return on investment as compared to all the other ones below, like a two-man, a three-man, a four. A five-man flex is optimal. A six-man flex is optimal on Prizepicks. You can play either of them. You should be playing pretty much strictly all 5- and 6-man flexes on Prizepicks. There's some rare occurrences where there might be a little bit of a, some rare value that pops up that you can lock in like a 2-man, but that's pretty much non-existent at this point of the game on Prizepicks. They have very sharp lines. The way to win money long-term, guys, is playing 5- and 6-man flexes. I play a ton of 6-man flexes, so I just want to make that known. That's why I promote these on the channel, and that's why I play them myself and teach my VIP members to play them. So let's talk about it. We'll get into the breakdown here, guys. So we have a 56 over-under in this game, a 5-point spread in favor of Michigan, 220 money line favoring Michigan in this one, so they're expected to win. And the theme of this video, guys, is going to be talking about some inflated lines on Prizepicks and some positive correlation while being able to not alter our payout. So you'll get what I mean here shortly, but we'll start with the Washington passing attack. They are very good. They have one of the most elite passing attacks in the entire nation, third best, trailing only Oregon and LSU this year with a 91.9 pass grade. However, something that people might not be factoring in is they're going to be taking on the #1 coverage unit in the entire nation, Michigan, and it's really not even close. Like you see number 2, number 3, number 4 here all kind of crammed in with a 92 coverage grade. Then it leaps all the way up to a 93.6 coverage grade for this Michigan unit. They have an elite ability to slow down the passing game, and it makes a lot of sense when you look at their personnel and some other coverage grades for these guys. In the secondary, their linebackers, their cornerbacks, their cornerbacks, their safeties, all the above. Elite coverage stuff from these guys. You got Junior Colson with an 85.7 coverage grade. Mike Sarenstill with a 85 coverage grade. Will Johnson, 84.9 coverage grade. Josh Wallace, 84.5 coverage grade. Michael Barrett, the linebacker. Quentin Johnson, Ernest Hausman. All of these guys, really elite coverage grades. And while we do have the elite pass catchers in a Rome Odunze, Polk, McMillan for this Washington unit, the lines on Prizepicks are extremely inflated on these guys' receiving yards. And like I said, they are taking on the #1 coverage unit in the entire nation in the national championship game. So they've had a great story to get here, but I think we might be seeing a little bit of a different story. And then we factor in that the lines that are being given to us on Prizepicks are giving us good value on the under. I want to be attacking some unders. Now, a little bit of a problem on Prizepicks is if we go ahead and we correlate some unders on the same team, right? Their app is going to alter our payout. So we'll just go ahead and take the under on all these guys, right? What I teach is you want to be playing plays that are going to give you that 25x payout for the long-term return on investment, right? So this is only going to pay us out 12x because of the positive correlation on the unders. Prizepicks has made it so their app, you can easily positively correlate overs. However, if you go with unders, you know, they're going to shift your payout at times. However, I got a little creative with my ticket building for the VIP, and I'll get creative with you guys. I was able to go ahead and use the passing yards combo prop and receiving yards combo prop to go ahead and get some good value for us on this positive correlation on unders, right? So I discussed, number one, they have to take on Michigan, which is the #1 coverage unit in the entire nation, right? Number two, the lines on Prizepicks are extremely inflated on these guys. One of the lines did change on Odunze. I got this at 97.5, so that's something you can see all green, right? Now he has to take on Michigan, though. I think we could see that go under, and then we compare lines. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the OddsJam Sportsbook screen here, guys. For those of you that don't know what this is OddsJam. This is pulling in odds from over 170 sportsbooks. I have the sportsbook screen pulled up. It's giving us the average odds, the best odds, and kind of where these guys should be priced, right? The market has a lot of information, a lot of data that we can study here as to where these lines really should be placed. Every single one of these guys in the Washington pass attack has an inflated line on Prizepicks. Jalen Polk's average line across all these sports books is at 52.9. Prizepicks has him all the way up at 57.5. Now, this is the best odds. This final left column that you guys are seeing me highlight is out of all the sports books I have pulled in here. Like I said, I have over 170 here on OddsJam pulled in. Literally the best place that you could take Jalen Polk's under is on Prizepicks in a 5 or 6 pick flex. Okay, the same rule applies for Jalen McMillan. His average line across all these sportsbooks is at 62.5. Prizepicks has him all the way up at 67.5. Literally the best possible place you could go to take the under on Jalen McMillan is Prizepicks. Same thing was said for Odunze. I got him at 97.5 on Prizepicks. He has since now been bumped down to 95.5. However, his average odds are at 91. So I'll still go ahead and promote the play. You're still getting good value. Underdog Fantasy is a better place to place it now in a 3 or 5 pick because of that change down to 95.5 compared to Underdog still having him at 97.5. But we are going to be doing some ultimate positive correlation. So all those lines are inflated. And then we'll get to the Michigan side, which is the same thing. Colston Loveland, his average receiving yards prop is set at 36.3 across all these sports books. Prizepicks has him at 38.5. That line's too inflated. Cornelius Johnson, 40.6 average odds across all sports books. Prizepicks has him at 43.5. That line's inflated too much. Literally the best place you could take Loveland's under is on Prizepicks. The best place you could take Cornelius Johnson under is on Prizepicks. And then lastly, Roman Wilson. His average line is 48.1. Prizepicks has him set at 51.5. Once again, pulling in all the data from all these sports books. Literally the best place that you could place this tonight for this game is on Prizepicks in a 5 or 6 pick flex. So all those guys we just talked about have inflated lines where the best place you can place them on Prizepicks is the under. The only problem we have is all the positive correlation I talk about on the channel. You know, if we were going to stack up Penix with his receivers and take all their overs, we can do that without there being a payout shift. Oftentimes, looks like they're even shifting some overs in this game tonight, possibly. But I'm sure you're going to see a ton of people come on and say to take these overs and stack these guys up for positive correlation, which is true. It's a valid there. Yeah, so I could take this. Penix, Odunze, McMillan, McCarthy, Wilson, and Loveland, and it would pay out 25x. I could place this with no payout shift, which I'd give you the go on that if you think that's a good ticket. I don't like that. Like I said, all these lines are inflated. OddsJam clearly showing us. Which, by the way, if you like this screen and you want to get a free trial, I'll have my link down below in the comments and the description as well for a 7-day free trial. But this is, once again, just pulling in all of the sports betting data market. All of the market data from the sports betting market, right? And telling us where these lines should be set. And Prizepicks has them all too inflated, but we can't stack up the passing and the individual receiving props without a payout shift. So what I have gone ahead and done is we can stack up the passing yards combo and the receiving yards combo, and then take those other guys that are inflated. So J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix combo, Roman Wilson, Jalen Polk combo. Then we go over to the receiving yard screen, and we can take the other guys to fill out our 6-man that aren't included in these combo props, because you can't play the same guy twice in the same ticket. So Roman Wilson, Jalen Polk, that leads us with Odunze, Jalen McMillan. Both their lines inflated, as I had discussed. And we can't play Wilson in this same ticket, but we can take Cornelius Johnson and we can take Loveland. And if we go with all the unders in this 6-man, they are going to let us place it without a payout shift using those combo props. If we were to do the individual props, they're going to shift our payout. So I got a little creative with my ticket building, and I was able to place 3 of these in this exact fashion, right? Because we have 3 different receiving yard combo props. We have the Colston Loveland and McMillan one. We have the Cornelius Johnson and Rome Odunze one. So if we take the passing yards combo under, see if I were to take an individual passing yards prop from one of these QBs now, look at this. Payout shift all the way down to 15x. So we can't get that positive correlation on an individual under on the passing yards prop with still a 25x. So what I was able to do is get a little creative and take the combo once again, right? And we look, that will pay out 25x. So both of these teams have really good coverage units, and all of these lines are inflated on Prizepicks, as I had discussed, right? Loveland, it's too high compared to the average line of the market. He shouldn't be that high. Cornelius Johnson's too high. Jalen Polk too high. Jalen McMillan too high. Roman Wilson too high. Odunze still too high. And we're able to lock these in 5 and 6 pick plexes when we get a little creative with the passing yards and the receiving yards combo. And we're getting that same positive correlation that we talk about if we were to take all overs, right? But we're getting good value because we're not taking those inflated lines. We're playing the under where we know these lines are priced too high. We're getting the correlation on the under, and we're not shifting our payout, which is really important here. That's kind of how they get you, and they force you to take all overs. They're going to shift that payout on you, right? We throw in the passing yard combo prop, we throw in the receiving yard combo prop, and then we take the remainder of those props that we discussed on the sportsbook screen that are inflated, and we can lock in 3 different tickets with a combination of all those inflated props on unders. And obviously, we're looking for the same thing that we were looking for if we were taking all overs, right? We're looking for the positive correlation of them just not having a good job, not getting the job done through the air. As far as Washington's concerned, their top 14 coverage unit with the 89.8 coverage grade. That's the only other thing I want to cover here. I talked about Michigan, how they're number 1. Washington, no slouch in the coverage either. They got Idifuan Ulafosio, fantastic name. Good luck saying that. 91 coverage grade, absolute stud. Carson Bruner, 88.2 coverage grade. Cameron Fabakulanan, same thing, fantastic names. 86.6 coverage grade. Devon Banks, Braylon Trice, all these guys, really, really solid coverage grade unit, okay? So same for Michigan. It's the national championship game, guys. No surprise. The defenses are both good. No surprise, but specifically their coverage rating. Michigan has a better coverage rating than they do their run defense. Same can be said for Washington. Only a 75 run defensive grade, but an 89.8 coverage unit. So both these teams actually have a worse run defense than a passing defense. Look for them to try to shut these guys down through the air, not let them get it going. And if they do, we can take advantage. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up all 3 of the tickets I sent in just to prove it to you. I did send these into my Discord, and I'll pull them up on my screen and show you that I placed them as well. So number 1, we're going with 3 different tickets, all the combos that we can get in on those inflated lines, okay? So the first one, we're going with the under passing yards combo of the 2 QBs, the under on Roman Wilson and Jalen Polk, and then we're taking the remaining 4 of those guys with inflated lines. So for this one, it's Odunze, McMillan. I got Odunze at 97.5, as you can see. I'll pull that up after. He's at 95.5, but I'm still going to promote that you guys take his under because we're positively correlating these guys. So I'll let you guys play the bumps. If one guy goes under, the other guy's going to go under. We're going to correlate it as much as we can. McMillan, Cornelius Johnson, Colston Loveland, right? Then number 2, we're going with that second combination of Colston, Loveland, and McMillan, which leaves us with on the board Odunze, Polk, Wilson, Cornelius Johnson. And then number 3, we're going with the under pass combo on McCarthy, Penix, Cornelius Johnson, Odunze, which leaves us with McMillan, Polk, Wilson, Loveland on those guys with inflated lines. So those are the 3 I'm running. Now, it does look like some of these lines got bumped. We saw Odunze got bumped. I'm going to see if there's better value. I'll lock it in again if I can, if Prizepicks will let me. Live on the screen, I can only play $40 per 6-man, and I'm capped to a certain amount of winnings. I was playing around with it before I went to record this video, and they let me put the same ticket in twice before I was testing to see if I could, and then refunded it, and they did. So let's see if we can get even better value than what I have. You can see the passing yards combo is the same. The receiving yards is where Roman Wilson and Jalen Polk are up to 100.5 now, whereas I got them at 98, and then the 129 is the same, right? Yeah, so that's the one where there is better value now because it got bumped up to 100. So if I can lock that in again with you guys live here with better value, I will. Okay, so let's concentrate here. So we'd start with our passing yards combo. Our receiving yards combo is Roman Wilson and Jalen Polk because, like I said, so they were at 98.5. So it's up to 100.5 now. So we're actually getting better value on this live as I'm recording. If I can take this live with you guys, like I said, I'll lock in another one and promote 4 6-mans to you. So that would leave us, if we go over to the receiving yards, right? We have Wilson and Polk, but Odunze did get bumped down as well, which kind of stinks because I got him at 97.5 on those other tickets. But since we're getting better value on that combo prop, I'm okay with eating the 2 yards on Odunze. Then we have McMillan, 67.5. That's the same line we were getting before, correct? Yes. And let's see, Roman Wilson's the other guy in that combo, which leads us with Cornelius Johnson and Loveland at 43.5 and 38.5, which I believe are the same lines that I got before, 43.5 and 38. Yes, 43.5, 38. So I'm okay with, I'm going to take this live with you guys as a 4th 6-man. I'll send it into my VIP and I'll share it with you guys here for free. Last college football game of the year. I'm trying to go out with a bang here, hoping you guys win it and the VIP. So if I can lock this in, I'm going to. Let's see, less. And once again, if I try to place more than 40, it's going to tell me I can only win. I used to do 400 to 110,000. It's not going to let me. It's going to say maximum entry for your sport right now is $100. Then I try to do 100. It won't let me do that either. And I have some shortcuts on my keyboard for when I'm recording, which is going to switch the screen, which I hate when this happens. But you can see 100 place max winnings is $1,000. It won't let me do that, but it will let me do 40 to win 1,000. Hopefully, it'll let me do this right now, and I'll lock it with you guys. And it did. Perfect. So we'll take that as a 4th one. And the reason I'm locking this in, guys, once again, is we're getting better value on the under on the combo prop of Roman Wilson and Jalen Polk, right? 100.5 before. Now, sorry, 100.5 now, whereas it was only 98.5 before. If I can find that same ticket that I locked in, Wilson and Polk. Very first one, yeah, you can see 98.5 down here. Now, I did get better value on Odunze on that one at the 97.5 line, but like I said, it's the last game of the season. We're getting positive correlation, and Prizepicks let me lock it in with the same picks for more than $1,000 winnings, so I will take that. I'll take the better value, and we'll try to cash in here. So, yeah, man, 4 6-man flexes now. 4 for you guys to run here tonight. I talked about it. All these lines are inflated. You can check out OddsJam using the link down below in the description and the comment. You can get a 7-day free trial with my link. If you're interested, that's just the tool that I went over here with the sportsbook data of these lines, showing all the sportsbooks and how these lines are inflated. That's a tool you can always use if you would like to get that 7-day free trial. And let's go through them here. So ticket number 1, we have the under on J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix passing yards combo, 494. Under on Roman Wilson and Jalen Polk, 98.5 receiving yards combo. Once again, that line did get changed to 100 now, which is fantastic. That's better value. Unfortunately, on Dunze's not as good as value, but it's still positively correlated, so go ahead and lock them in at the lines they're at. Under 97.5, under 67.5 for McMillan, under 43.5 for Cornelius Johnson, and under 38.5 for Colston Loveland. That's ticket number 1. Ticket number 2, we have the under on the McCarthy Penix passing yards combo, under on Loveland and McMillan combo, under on Odunze, Polk, Roman Wilson, Cornelius Johnson receiving yards. Ticket number 3, we have the under on the passing yards combo, Cornelius Johnson and Odunze receiving yards combo, McMillan, Polk, Wilson, and Loveland receiving yards. And then the 4th one, guys, you know, you're going to be seeing this video with these lines already changed, so you'll probably just submit this once, but I just wanted to prove to you, like, if it's going to be even better value, I'll lock it in again if I could, and they let me, so, hey, well, I have 4 6-man flexes I'm sharing with you. Once again, being that I'm going to release the video to you guys and you're getting the line already at the 100.5 here for Roman Wilson and Polk, it probably makes sense for you to just lock this in one time, but I showed you I got it at 98.5, so I might as well take that better value at the 100 and take the under there too. So that will be my picks, guys, to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks for this college football championship game here tonight. Kind of broke it down. Once again, 2 really great coverage units, some inflated lines on Prizepicks. I'm sure you're going to be seeing a lot of tickets of people taking all over. Sometimes you got to go against the grain, man, to cash in, and that's certainly what I'm doing here tonight. If you see some other people taking all overs, I'm on the all unders, man. Correlate them up, and let's see some good defense here tonight and win some money with these inflated lines. That's the goal. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. That's really help me out. Hopefully you cash in with these tonight, and then if you do and you'd like to join the VIP, go ahead and join. I would recommend you join as soon as you can anyways. I'll have NBA picks going on over there today as well. I would love to have you join. Once again, all picks, all apps that I cover. That package is really going to take a leap forward this year, so I'm excited for it. Last college football game of the year, guys. Let's try to go out with a bang. Wishing you all the best of luck. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one.